I got a crick in my neck, limp in my step, cramping in my muscles every time I try to flex. Been broken, not really in the right mindset to see no pain.
And what up, YouTube? It is I. And I am back. It has been a while since I touched base with you guys. So what up? And I'm excited because I went shopping today. I went shopping for some groceries. I love food and I love shopping. Only for groceries, not anything but. So I wasn't gonna vlog today. Wasn't in my plans. I was like, you know what? Spent some decent money. Nothing too crazy. So I just want to share with you guys what I got, what I usually do when I go shopping for groceries, and how much I usually try to spend. So let's get going. Because I actually forgot the groceries in the car, so let's go. Actually, you know what? I need my keys. Check that out. Weren't Cadillacs kind of fancy back then? This is old as hell. I'll meet you guys back upstairs. Alright guys, I made it back in. I'm tired. Because I've been tired anyways all day. Stayed up pretty late, went and played some ball this morning. Worked out right after playing ball for a couple hours. Running full court back and forth. And I play ball. I try to at least twice to 3 times a week. And then, of course, I work out every day, sometimes 2 times a day. So, I'm pretty tired. I haven't taken a nap or rest today. Today is my off day. Wednesday is usually my off day. And it's the middle of the day. But, no, I'm tired because I try to carry all the groceries upstairs with one hand. I'm that one trip guy. I hate going down back and forth to carry the groceries. So, if I can get it all done in one trip, that's my goal. So, as you see, I usually shop at Walmart. Just a few bags. Like I said, I didn't go crazy today, only because I already have some things in the fridge. So, let's actually take a look and see what I got in the fridge. So, a lot of tilapia, some chicken breast, more tilapia, some more veggies, some green frozen fruit. Some juice, and some almond milk, orange juice, some spinach and carrots, some eggs, which actually expired tomorrow, some egg whites. So just a few things, but need to grab a little more. So I'm gonna start taking things out of the bag and get right back to you guys. Alright guys, so I finally got all the goodies out of the bag, or bags. So I just kind of want to get right into it and show you what I got and what I like to eat. Alright, so check this out. First things first, got some Greek yogurt, just the Walmart brand. And if you couldn't tell, I did all my shopping at Walmart. I usually do. So here in Iowa, there's a few stores called, well, not a few stores. There's a store with a chain called Hy-Vee that's really popular around here. Good quality food, a little bit more on the pricier side. There's some Trader Joe's around here, and then a lot of wholesale food places. But I do like to shop at Walmart just because it's a little cheaper. I can get a lot for the money, bang for the buck, and decent quality food at most, right? So, like I said, Greek yogurt, I eat every morning. So I eat every morning, but for kind of sort of what I do, a second breakfast. So I do that with granola for kind of like a snack second breakfast with a banana as well. Of course, you see eggs there, egg whites. So in the morning, what I normally do is I'll do 3 to 4 eggs whole, and then about a half a cup to a little bit more than half a cup of egg white, or just depends on the day or what I'm aiming for at that time period of my meal prep. I'll do a cup of egg white and no eggs whole, and do that with a piece of wheat toast, or sometimes what I'll do is, which I don't have up here, actually I think I have it in the cabinet, yeah. So a lot of time what I'll do is I'll eat about a half a cup of oats. I like the old-fashioned oats. This tastes better to me. So I usually go that route, and I'll do a half a cup of those or a whole cup of those with 3 eggs whole, and then usually my phone's ringing. What do you call it? But yeah, I'll do usually a half a cup of egg whites, and then got some. Oh yeah, so I got some pink salt. I constantly hear people talk about it. Other vloggers and other people that's really into fitness, they use it, they live by it, and say it's great stuff. So I bought that to try. I've never really tried that actually. I usually just do sea salt or regular iodized salt, which is not good for you. But here's some tuna. Just again, the Great Value brand tuna. I eat a lot of tuna. I like fish. I eat a lot of chicken breast and fish, but I prefer fish. It's a lot cleaner of a taste to me. Makes me feel lighter and good source of protein. So what I normally do is get a lot of tilapia, which I don't have up here right now. Actually, I do have a shit ton of it in the freezer. So here is a 4-pound bag of it as well. Get it at Walmart. Got some ground beef back there, which I don't hardly eat. But yeah, so I usually get about a 4-pound bag of tilapia, and so what I'll usually do is I'll eat about 4 pieces of it a day. Just depends on the meal. So I usually try to get about 6 ounces to 8 ounces per meal of my tilapia or my chicken breast. So yeah, that's my source of protein there. Prefer chicken breast, or I'm sorry, prefer tilapia or just fish in general, and tuna. And then I'll substitute chicken in every once in a while. So I'll have chicken breast maybe 1 every 4 meals per day for my heavier meals, so excluding breakfast and small snacks. So I do about 4 larger meals. So I'll do meat source. If I'm doing a carb source at the time, I'll do either potato of some sort. So I like red potatoes a lot, which I already have some, so I didn't grab any. But I'll do red potato, sweet potato. Every once in a while, just plain Idaho potato, so like a white potato. Or I like rice, which I don't have up here either because I have a lot of it already. So I'll do, which is my favorite, the jasmine rice. Or I'll just do regular white rice. And then I do also have some brown rice here. To me, it's just harder to cook and it takes a lot longer, so I tend to not do that. But I didn't intend on this to be a nutritional video or a meal prep video, so I'm gonna get back into what I bought. So I usually buy spinach, which I have some in the fridge already, but I did buy a spring mix, just a smaller bag, to just give myself something to eat, during meals when I'm transitioning from point to point through days and through the day when I don't have time to, maybe make a full meal or I don't have any meals prepped, which shame on me if I don't. I just am a little different than what I normally would do. I usually buy smaller bags of broccoli. I just said, go all out, treat yourself. Bought a huge bag of it, lasts me a little bit longer. That is one of my main sources of veggie when I do go shopping. I do like green beans, so I buy that every once in a while. Sweet peas I love a lot, and then I'll do like a mixed veggie, so with corn, carrots, and green beans. I'll buy that every once in a while, but very, very rarely. Gotta have my bananas. I love my bananas. Bought avocado. I usually only buy one at a time because I let them go bad. I'm not good at keeping them fresh, so I let them go bad. So I always notice that I'm wasting them, so I just started buying one. Another source that I like of green is gonna be my asparagus. Love it, love it, love it. I usually just throw that in the oven on some aluminum foil with like a cooking spray or just a little bit of butter, just a very, very little bit. And that's something I enjoy a lot. Love fruit. So I got some grapes this time, orange juice. It's one of my favorite things to drink. Oh, and then I grabbed a bigger thing of water, spring water. I'm gonna keep that in the fridge. I've made a promise that I'm going to drink more water. I don't drink much water, and it's shameful to say, but I don't drink much water. And I just prefer juice. I never really cared for water. But I need to drink it. I absolutely need to drink it. So I noticed when I bought water bottles, I don't really like carrying the water bottles around. I would rather have a shaker cup. So if I have a shaker cup, then it's more than likely that it's going to be something different than water in it. So I bought a couple of Yeti cups, and I'm going to keep that in the fridge and drink the water all day throughout the house, or fill up my Yeti cups, take them to work with me, so on and so forth, and just make sure I'm getting my water in because I need it. What else did I get? Oh, yeah, so Chewy Bar is not great for you by any means. Not horrible in calories per bar. It's about 100 calories per bar. Yep, 100 calories per bar. A good source for whole grain. Again, I mean, it's nothing I get for nutrition. I usually just have this for a snack in between meals. So a good source of carbs if I really need them. Not much protein in it. It's like 2 grams of protein. Not so great with sodium, so I tend to stay away from those if I'm cutting at the time. Same with these. Not great for you at all. Just something I eat on the fly if I'm out and about and I need a snack. I would rather have a snack to eat than not to eat. Which sounds stupid, but these won't kill you. They're not horrible. I'd rather do something like this than do a piece of candy or a candy bar or, drink a soda, whatever the case is, because I don't really do that. And then I grabbed some vitamin D milk. So I don't really drink milk like that. I love milk, but I usually stay away from it just because it's a lot of fat, especially vitamin D. But what I do like to do, people, is, it may sound weird to you, but I like to take about a tablespoon of milk and mix it in with my eggs just for consistency. To me, I feel like they taste a lot fluffier and they hold a moisture a little bit better. I also like to put about a tablespoon of milk into my oatmeal as well. When I do have oatmeal, I prefer just regular vitamin D milk or 2% milk in my oatmeal. What I've done lately is started to switch it to almond milk. I just recently started drinking almond milk. It took a while to adjust to the taste of it. So I do have, vitamin D milk sitting around just for little things that I like to mix it into. But I really don't ever drink cups of it, if that makes sense. So I use this more for a mixer than I do for a beverage. So orange juice, milk, grapes, I have those throughout the day or a small snack. Greek yogurt, eggs, like I said, 3 eggs whole to 4 eggs whole a morning. I bought these to crunch up and I put them in my Greek yogurt for a second snack. So what I normally do is in the morning I'll wake up, eat about 5:30, and I'll have my Greek yogurt, my banana and granola mix about 9, 10 o'clock, all depends. But usually I'm trying to make sure I'm having my first whole meal around 11 o'clock. So another thing I didn't buy this time because I bought them already is my rice cakes. I love them. Not that high of source of calories. So great snack if I'm shying away from calories. It's only got 1 gram of protein, 4 grams of sugar. So not that high in sugar for each patty. A little bit higher, but not too high. Only reason this is higher because it's a chocolate flavor. But usually they range between like 40 and 50 calories. But the chocolate ones are a little bit higher in calories, but still not too high. So yeah, I mean, oh yeah, and then I got a new loofah. I love loofahs, and some Irish Springs body wash because I gotta smell good, look good for the ladies. Look good for the ladies. Even with that being said, people, I spent about $50. So I didn't have any meat sources here today. And even when I do, I can still spend about $50 to $60 without buying any other thing. So any, body washes or anything I need around the house, whether it's for cooking or regular maintenance stuff. So, what did I spend? So after tax and everything, $49.78. If I subtract the body wash and the loofah's only like $1. Body wash is about $4. So about 45-ish bucks, 44. Usually if I buy my meat source, so I did buy meat, tuna, but if I'm buying in a heavier bulk, so like my 4-pound bag of tilapia or 6 pounds of chicken breast, that's what I normally do. And then every once in a while I'll do a 2-pound bag of salmon, or I'll do 2 pounds of ground beef like in a tube. It just all depends. And then same with the turkey breast, about 2 pounds of it. If I do that, normally what I'll do is just buy my 4-pound bag of tilapia, and that'll last me at least 5 days. So it's about $10.99. So usually spend about, like I said, $50 to $60. But I normally can shop and stay right at that $50 range, which is pretty cool. And this time I shopped pretty late. I just did some different things, like I said, I normally wouldn't do. I would normally just buy a couple smaller bags. Actually, I'll show you. Buy a couple smaller bags of cut broccoli. I usually buy like 3 or 4 of these, and they'll last me through the week. So about 5 days, 4 or 5 days. And then I'll usually go shopping again on Sunday. So those are only like $1. So if I buy 3 of them, it's $3. This was closer to like $6 or $7. So that made things a little bit more expensive. I normally wouldn't buy the mixed fruit bars, like breakfast bars. So I decided to throw those in. I'd normally just stick to the chewy bars and the granola, or only the granola, not the chewy. I just recently started doing the chewy bars again, just for the extra carb source and just calorie source. Because right now, I think I'm staying closer to about 2,800 calories per day. I was doing about 4,200 calories when I was bulking up really heavy. But now I'm trying to cut. I'm getting a little bit heavier than I want to be, but I just want to cut back down so I can start to look better. So yeah, that's what a normal shopping day looked like for me. Again, I love food. I love shopping for food. And I kind of love just sharing what I do, how I do it routine-wise when I eat. A lot of people see me at work, meal prep, with my Tupperware in my bag, and they always ask me, what are you eating today? And it never really changes. They go, I can guess what you're eating today. And I just kind of let people know how routine I am with my diet and what I eat. It's not the best. I'm still learning. I'm still new. I've been into fitness for about 5 years. But even within, I was, for the first 3 years, pretty much, 3.5 years, I didn't know much of anything, There wasn't a lot of people on YouTube vlogging about their fitness. You could find exercises on there, so like the ideal exercise video that you would normally see, back in the 90s, but more modern, that was the style of what we had, 4 years ago or so, when it came to fitness in the YouTube industry and Instagram. So now you see people sharing meals on Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, and it makes it a lot easier for me to learn. And then I'm diving into reading books and, just learning a lot of different ways on nutrition and fitness. So this year alone, so like I was saying, just in the last year alone, I've made the most progress because I've learned a lot Paid a lot of attention to a lot of people, like I said, in the YouTube industry, Instagram, met, a lot of people that's in fitness since I moved to Iowa in general. That's been mentors to me. Again, then I have a really close, friend that I know, that I've been known since I was younger, but got reacquainted with since I lived in Iowa. He's a bodybuilder, so he's real big into fitness and nutrition, and he's been able to help me with my journey, giving me tips. And then, of course, because I stopped smoking 9 months ago, I was smoking about a pack a day, and I have been smoking for 8 years while being really big into fitness, and that's something I'll talk to you about a little bit more later. But yeah, I was smoking a pack a day for 8 years, and I stopped 9 months ago, which helped me a lot. I gained about 30 pounds since. I gained about 15 pounds in that first month and a half, I think, and then maintained it for about 3 months, and then picked up an extra 15 pounds or so when I started regulating my diets again. So it's been a pretty cool year for me. A lot of difference. A lot of people can see the difference. I look better. I feel better. And I'm eating better. Food tastes better to me since I've stopped smoking. So I like to shop for food. I love to cook even more than I did before, within that 5 years. But I had this idea that even while I was smoking, that as long as I stayed active, I would be okay. And I was probably a little bit better off than the average person that wasn't working out or, wasn't staying moving and then would still smoke. I was smoking and I was active, so it made it a little bit better, but it wasn't a good excuse. And I can tell the difference now that I'm not smoking. So, I just love to eat now. And with that being said, I'm hungry. I need to eat, and I need to put up the groceries because they're going to start getting warm, and I don't want that. So, man, I'll catch up with you guys later.